massive damage. When you took that steel chair and busted it over my head, you awoke the monster that was sleeping for a long time. Tonight, in front of all these people, I don't care if it's a chair, I don't care if it's a steel garbage can, I don't care what it is, I am gonna make you bleed all over MPW. And when all is finished, all is said and done, the Bomb will be the new Monster Pro Heavyweight Champion.
Welcome once again to another edition of Monster Pro Wrestling Madness. I'm Martial Art McNeil, the voice of Monster Pro Wrestling. Beside me, as always, buying a stairway to heaven, the Versace Biker Ripper. And folks, what a main event we have for you tonight. A first blood match for the Monster Pro Wrestling title between the champion Massive Damage and Darren the Bomb Dalton.
First blood match, I can't wait. This is going to be great. Darren the Bomb Dalton has promised us a victory here tonight. He says he's not leaving without that title. I tend to believe him.
Well, certainly Darren the Bomb Dalton earned his title shot, winning that Battle Royal back at Aggression. You can pick up that DVD at www.monsterprowrestling.com. But we have more than that. We also have Knight making his first title defense against Stevie Saint, defending the junior heavyweight title.
This is quite an agenda we got here tonight. We're going to have some great matches. We got the greatest commentator in the business.
Well, thank you.
I said the greatest. I'm talking about myself. Did I ever talk about you? All I talk about is that breath of yours. You're going to get us put off the air. It's a good thing we're not on smell-o-vision.
Folks, if you want action, keep it right here on Monster Pro Wrestling. If you want thrills, we have it here. And most of all, in to quote William Shakespeare, if you want blood, you got it. The special guest referee in this match is none other than our very own Sexy Samantha. He calls himself the Elite One, and his name is Oz. Inside the ring, the Mexican Madman Eclipse. They'll be meeting tonight. The third person in the ring is none other than Sexy Samantha, our special guest referee tonight. And she and Oz have some history as well between them. So it'll be really interesting to see how this particular triangle plays out.
Well, I'm willing to see here if Sam's going to call this straight down the middle. You know she's holding a grudge here against this guy.
Well, if she is, I wouldn't be surprised. Oz attacking Sexy Samantha after she won that match back at Mayhem. You actually saw that match 2 or 3 weeks ago right here on Madness. And now things coming to a boil between Oz, Eclipse, with Sexy Samantha in the middle.
Oz taking some exception to these fans here. He's still in a bad mood. I guess that's what happens when you're from Winnipeg.
Oz certainly known for his arrogance, but he's also known for his athleticism.
And his confidence, and his ability in the ring.
That's kind of what I just said, only in different words.
Well, speak English then. You're at the Canadian announce table here.
I'm at the Canadian announce table. I'm sitting next to my shaved ape partner, the beer-swilling caveman,
the Versace Gorilla.
Versace Gorilla. And look at this, Eclipse going to lock up and Oz just backs away. What's Oz doing? Oz
he's warming up.
Saying he's not stretched out yet. I think Oz playing some mind games with Eclipse. As we take a look at some of the best fans in the business right here at Monster Pro Wrestling. And thank you, fans, for joining us by turning on your television sets tonight.
Well, I think these two athletes are suffering from a lack of communication here.
Collar and elbow tie-up. Oz winding up Eclipse, taking early advantage. And look at Eclipse using his agility, spinning right out of it. And now it's Oz on the receiving end. Eclipse using the foot, and then La Magistral Cradle. Where's the referee? 1, 2.
Wow, almost a quick victory there. He tried to twist him up quick. It's going to take a little more than that to beat Oz.
Eclipse showing up Oz a little bit early. Oz thought he had him. Then Eclipse using that agility, using that speed to his advantage. And we know Eclipse, tag team partners with none other than the acrobatic psychopath Kamikaze. Together they're known as the Brothers in Flight. And I can't wait to see them in tag team action on our television.
And Sam accusing the Mexican here of pulling hair. He had a big handful of Oz's hair there.
Oz holding onto the hammerlock. Eclipse trying to roll through. So far to no avail. Eclipse, and wait a minute, Eclipse brings him over. Second time's a charm, and now an arm drag.
And
another. And this time Eclipse holds on, locking the arm.
He's trying to slow the pace down here now a little bit.
He is, and Eclipse probably should have dropped his knee on the face of Oz. Instead, Oz able to lever himself to his feet and then using the hair to send Eclipse into the corner.
His
Eclipse
hair's
up
way
and
too
over.
greasy to pull. He couldn't grab his hair.
And Eclipse, and they're right back where they started. Eclipse taking Oz over with the arm drag and holding on to that left arm.
Sam looking to count a pin on these guys. I think these guys still want to duke it out for a while here.
They sure do. Eclipse takes Oz down with the shoulder block. Eclipse off the ropes. Nice leapfrog by Oz, and Oz thought so as well, but unfortunately he took his eyes off his opponent, and hey, look at this, folks. It's another arm drag from Eclipse.
Look at Oz slowing it down. He's
Slowing it down. He's not slowing down. He's running away. There's a slight difference. Oz trying to high step out of bounds to no avail.
Look at this.
And
he
Oz.
dropped him right on his face on that turnbuckle. That's going to turn the tide around here.
Oz maybe luring Eclipse in. Eclipse maybe got a little overconfident there. Nice leverage move by Oz. And Eclipse going head first off the turnbuckle. And now Oz taking full advantage with a series of right hands.
I think that Eclipse is still suffering a little bit of jet lag. He arrived late. His plane was late. And this is what he gets for not planning to come a day or two early and adapt to the temperature up here in Alberta.
Well, credit where credit is due. Oz, a phenomenal athlete, a fantastic competitor, and very young as well. He's only got the only places to go is up in this business. What he does have to control is that attitude of his.
Well, you do got nowhere to go when you're on the bottom. Oh, and a big knee.
And Eclipse was on the bottom of that one. A knee drop by Oz. Oz now shining up his boots on the madman from Mexico.
He's stomping him. Look at that. He's perfectly innocent. We know it.
Obviously, you're watching a different match than I am. I think everybody here sees what's going on. Oz, though, posts up Eclipse. And look, Eclipse fighting his way back out. Now they exchange blows. Oz goes downstairs and throws Eclipse to the outside. Eclipse able to arrest his momentum and land on the apron, which is a good thing because you don't want to end up on that concrete floor. There's no protective padding here in Monster Pro Wrestling.
Oh, look at this.
Shoulder block by Eclipse. He takes himself in, sunset flip perhaps, and whoa, nearly pantsing Oz in the process. And Sexy Sam kicking Oz off the ropes, and nearly a 3 count there.
Whose side is Sam on? Oh, look at this. There's some teeth flying again.
Jawbreaker by Eclipse. He follows it up with the spinning leg lariat. And there's the cover, and there's Sexy Sam making the count, but it's not enough.
Man, half these athletes in this show are toothless.
Here we go.
Now-
Wheelbarrow,
oh!
no! Wheelbarrow facebuster by Oz.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
For sure. And you have to be a well-conditioned athlete to compete in the junior heavyweight division here in Monster Pro Wrestling. I mean, you have to be in shape to compete anywhere. But these guys, these young guys, they go so fast. They go full speed, and now Eclipse out of nowhere with the roll-up.
Well, he's trying to make a name for himself, and he's already got one in the rest of the world. Now he's trying to make one in Alberta with the rest of us up here.
Oz allowing himself to be distracted a little bit by Sexy Sam, but then again, who wouldn't be distracted by Sexy Samantha?
There was some open palm shots there, just like a palm block. That's a good martial arts move. Something you wouldn't know nothing about. Martial fart. I heard your handle. I've been checking on the internet.
Scoop slam by Oz.
Scoop
Now,
and
more
a slam. Here we go. Look at this. Another one. Oh, and the slam again. He's working on that back. He's going to take the fight right out of this kid.
Oz dropping his weight on the chest and back of Eclipse, driving the air from his lungs, adding some punishment to those ribs. And what's Oz going to do now? Oz decides to take time out to talk to the crowd a little bit.
He's going to go to the top here. He's looking for something big. You better hurry up. This Mexican is just greasy. He can slip out of it. Look at this. Look at this.
Way upstairs.
Oh, what did I tell you?
Crash and burn. And the Elite One wasted a little bit too much time. But the question is Eclipse going to be able to get to his feet?
Well, he'd better if he wants to have a chance of winning this match. He just missed a huge opportunity. Look at this. Clothesline. Another one. He's picking up the pace here.
And that time a flying clothesline. Shades of Tito Santana, Arriba. And now almost a 3 count, but not quite enough.
A flying jalapeno, if you will.
Hot action here in our opener.
Oh, he dropped him right on his head.
Spinning slam by Eclipse, and now he's looks to try some aerial maneuvers of his own.
Look at this, another one. Oh, I've seen that before.
Slingshot senton. But again, Oz able to kick out. And folks, we also have to take a moment again to remind you about our main event, that first blood match. You might want to put the kids to bed, although really, what are they doing up at 1 in the morning in the first place? But that's coming up later. Of course, we also have Knight's titled events, and now we have a sunset flip. Oz rolling up Eclipse, but Eclipse reversal, counter, and another one. Both men exchanging counters here, trying to put the other away.
Wow.
And
These guys want it.
Jackknife cover, Oz bridging out of it. Wait a minute, Oz has got him in position. No, backslide.
Oh, and Sexy Sam a little slow
And
on that count. She could be
Eclipse
playing
going
favorites.
downstairs with the drop kick. And now, the cover.
Oh, and almost a victory there for Eclipse.
And Sexy Sam's arms got to be getting tired with all that counting she's doing. The near falls coming fast and furious here in our opener tonight on Madness.
Well, these guys want to get a victory here. No one wants to lose in Monster Pro. Look at this. To the top.
Flips all the way
and
up,
he missed.
and all the way back down as nobody was there for him, just as Oz tried earlier.
Look
These
at
guys
this.
so fast. Wait a minute, Oz butterflying the arms, Oz landing. No, Eclipse spins out of it. Eclipse hooking him up, aiming for the Falcon Arrow. He's got it.
He got
Hits the
him.
Falcon Arrow. This could be over. And it
that's
is.
it.
Eclipse with the victory with the Falcon Arrow.
Unbelievable victory. This Oz has been on a rampage. He's been the hardest guy to beat in this division. Huge, huge victory for the Mexican Madman.
Well, chalk one up for Eclipse as he gets his arm raised by none other than Sexy Samantha here in our opener on Madness.
Well, I do got to accuse Sam of playing favorites.
Wait a minute,
here.
Oz isn't done yet. It looks like he still wants to play, hitting Eclipse from behind. And no, wait a minute, he's setting him up. No, come on.
Look at this. Oh, he drove his face right into the mat.
Oz landing, he calls that move.
Welcome to Monster Pro, kid.
And
Oh,
wait a minute, now
it's
he's
Sam
shoving
too.
down Sexy Sam. Oz really showing a lot of attitude here.
Sam
minute.
feeling the pain from
Wait,
that.
he's got a chain and he's threatening to hit Sexy Samantha. And wait, now Kamikaze eclipses tag team partners in the ring, and Oz decides to head for greener pastures. And look at Kamikaze still favoring that knee. He's been injured for a couple weeks now.
Still on one leg, and this kid won't quit. He doesn't know the meaning of the word quit. He should take a couple days off, I think, and rehab that knee. What do you think?
Well, you can't take a moment off in Monster Pro Wrestling or somebody else is there. So many people trying to get in, trying to compete here at Monster Pro Wrestling, and you have to be a competitor. And the brothers in flight, Eclipse and Kamikaze, are certainly nothing if not competitors.
Well, the list of applications that are pouring into Monster Pro Wrestling has been endless. We're going through
And wait a
tons of
minute,
them.
oh, I thought we were about to see Oz and Kamikaze exchanging blows. Instead, they're going to stick to exchanging words. We'll have to see if Oz maybe can find himself a tag team partner. Maybe he'd like to challenge the brothers in flight.
Tonight marks the start of a new era, because tonight I'm walking out to that ring and doing something I've never done before. I'm walking out there and I'm defending something I've already accomplished. Tonight I face somebody who doesn't deserve what he's getting. He's not a top rank, he's not a contender. He's just another man to fall to the night. So I'll tell you what I'll do, Stevie Saint. Not only am I in this one to beat you up and beat you down, I'm out to prove something. I'm out to prove that this title belongs to me. And what I'm out to see is you walking away knowing you're not as good as the night. Hopefully that'll eat you up. 'Cause I'm just better than you.
And here we go, folks. This is the match we were telling you about earlier. Knight, his big title defense. This is going to be great. This is what I've been waiting for.
That's right, this is Knight's first defense of the junior heavyweight title, which he won from Bobby Sharp just a few weeks ago. As well, this is Stevie Saint's first shot at the title. So both men with a lot to prove tonight. And they'll be pulling out all the stops early.
Well, in my opinion, I gotta say, Knight has been unbeatable in this division. Nobody can get by this guy. What's it gonna take to pin this guy?
Well, we'll have to see if Stevie Saint has the answer as he goes for the side headlock. Knight clawing at the face, trying to get Stevie Saint backing up. Instead, he goes to a reversal into a hammerlock and now into a headlock of his own.
Well, Stevie Saint, he's been doing his homework on Knight. I seen him in the back. He was watching previous footage. He's watched every match that this Knight has had, and I'll tell you what, Knight always comes up with something new, and he's going to be hard to beat here tonight.
Well, it looks like Stevie Saint has done his homework so far, trying to keep Knight down with those head scissors. Knight trying to counter, and he does, and now he goes for a headlock of his own.
Look at how quick these guys can transition from one move to another. It's non-stop action with these guys. Move after move after move. Now it's gonna, this could turn into a slugfest any minute.
Sure could. Both these men are supremely well conditioned, supremely well trained. They both train at Monster Pro Wrestling, and you can find out if you want to learn how to be a wrestler, you can check out the Monster Pro Wrestling website at www.monsterprowrestling.com. For now, Stevie Saint using his weight to try and keep working on that arm of Knight.
I also have the commentator school opening up. You know what? You can be my first applicant. You can sign up. I can teach you how to do the job.
I don't even want to dignify that with a response. That means I don't want to answer.
Well, you stick with me, kid. We're going places. This is Monster Pro Wrestling. Home of the greatest looking commentator in the
going
business.
For that drop kick, misses. Knight goes for one of his own. It gets countered, and finally Stevie Saint, the first to connect with that drop kick, which he sometimes calls the best drop kick ever, period. Well, good it may be, it still wasn't enough to net him a 3 count against Knight. Knight a little disoriented. Stevie Saint takes advantage with a slam.
Look at this leg drop.
Big leg drop by Stevie Saint from St. Albert, Alberta.
Oh, and another one. He's getting some momentum on those.
Stevie Saint going to the well, and now springboard.
Oh!
And Knight got his foot up. Knight so crafty, so devious, so diabolical. And he's also allied himself with the Heat Seekers, the tag team champions, Evan Inferno and Winston Flynn.
Well, they're champions. They stick together. The cream is going to float to the top around here.
Well, I'm sure they don't seem to have a lot else in common. Knight so dark and diabolical, where Inferno and Flynn are more thugs, really. Well, they like to beat you up.
They are the players in Monster Pro Wrestling. They're the future of this business. You keep your eye on those guys, too. Because just like me, they're going places.
The Heat Seekers like to beat you up. Knight likes to torture you psychologically.
I don't even think Knight cares about winning a match. He just wants to beat people up.
I think Knight cares very much about winning matches. And he also seems to care very much about hurting people. And we're seeing that right now as he's starting to set Stevie Saint up in the corner.
Oh, he's going to drag him to the outside and lay a beating on this kid. This is what he does best, is beat people up. And he's damn good at it. Look at this! Going to the chain link. Oh, and a leg drop!
Guillotine leg drop by Knight. Driving his leg right across Stevie Saint.
That was brilliant.
Referee
I love it.
Knight stalking the ringside area, stalking the darkness, stalking the shadows.
He's taking some time to show some appreciation to those fans. The millions and millions of fans that this guy has. What an athlete. I love it. Oh, into the ring post.
Knight driving the skull of Stevie Saint into that ring post. I think he went off that chain as well.
Oh, look at this. He's feeding him some shots.
Knight following up some close fist to the face. Referee TJ Roy better get in there.
Oh, and he missed. He busted his knuckles open on that chain hanging off that ring post.
Stevie Saint with the presence of mind to get out of the way, using that speed, that agility. And Knight showing some frustration. And he runs right into it.
Him up.
Stevie Saint with the drop toe hold. Let's take another look at that one.
Right into the chain
And
link.
folks, we've got more to come. And we're back, folks, during the break. Knight continuing to punish Stevie Saint. Saint challenging Knight for the Junior Heavyweight Championship here at Monster Pro Wrestling Madness. And right now, Saint definitely needs to get himself together.
Well, that was a good beating that he turned this match around real quick. It's impossible. I told you, this kid's unbeatable.
And every time Stevie Saint starts to build some momentum, as we saw there, Knight just punishes him with those feet, with those pulling the hair, clawing at him, kicking him in the back, punishing those kidneys, punishing the ribs. Knight has just been torturing Stevie Saint, just been dissecting him for the last several minutes.
Well, he's got more moves than a U-Haul. This kid's always pulling something out of his hat. And look at this, now he's going to the slaps. He hit him so hard he knocked the feeling out of his own hand.
Knight, a devious individual, walking further and further down this dark spiral. And now Stevie Saint manages to avoid the chop. And now Stevie Saint firing back.
Oh, he knows how much those slaps hurt. He just took one.
Stevie Saint trying to get some payback, but oh, did you see that? He came flying in and got crashing right into Knight's boot. And I think he might have knocked himself senseless. And Knight just waiting in the wings, waiting on the top rope to finish Stevie Saint off once and for all.
Oh, and he's setting him up.
And there he goes.
That elbow!
Beautiful back elbow. And you know, Stevie Saint put up a heck of a fight as we take another look at it in your right side of your screen.
On the Big Daddy's replay.
But this one is academic. No! Stevie Saint gets the shoulder up. And Knight can't believe it.
Look at Knight. He loves it. He's taking some time. He loves being on TV, this guy. He's a natural. He's a star.
Well, he doesn't look very loving right now. He looks a little angry, both with the fans and with referee TJ Roy. He thought he had that match won. But again, Stevie Saint digging down, perhaps recognize this is his big opportunity to make his mark. This is his opportunity to become a champion here in Monster Pro Wrestling.
Look at this now. What's going to happen here? Look at this. Oh! Oh my God, he flipped right out. He's stretched out over those ropes right now.
Stevie Saint planting Knight, now going for the cover, hooking both legs, and I don't know how Knight managed to slither out of that one. He went down right on his head and neck.
Oh, and caught him with a big uppercut. Just when you think you got this kid, he turns it around on you. And he's having fun too.
Knight laying across him for the cover, but again, Stevie Saint able to kick out.
Well, this is his element. This kid is born to wrestle. Stalking the crowd. He loves it. He knows he's on TV.
Knight certainly started out his career with a lot of promise, but lately, I don't like the dark direction his attitude has taken.
Well, somebody gave him an attitude adjustment. He might have been hanging out with the Versace biker. You got to ask yourself.
And Stevie Saint getting a bit of an adjustment there to his spine. Knight dropping him right on the back of his head and neck.
Well, he is the chiropractor here at Monster Pro. He'll crack you back into place in a hurry.
Knight again
Look
setting
at
up
this.
Stevie, but Stevie
Oh!
catches him in midair.
He caught him right in the guts. That's gotta hurt. That's gonna knock the wind out of you.
Both men down here, and this could be the opening Stevie Saint needs to catch a little of his breath here.
The referee asking Knight if he wants to quit. Knight will never quit. I don't think he's ever tapped out in a match in his life. You would know better than me.
I would know a lot of things better than you. Right now, referee TJ Roy making the count, both men down, both men struggling to get to their feet.
Trying to get the crowd behind him here, trying to get fired back up. Look at this, Stevie
And so
Saint.
far, Stevie Saint up on his knees.
That adrenaline's kicking in now.
Knight trying to make his way back, but Stevie Saint's the first man up.
Look at
As
this, big
Saint
clothesline.
knocks Knight right back down. Stevie Saint setting up Knight, whip to the turnbuckle, posts him up, and oh, Stevie splash right in the corner. And now setting him up, snapmare takeover. Are we going to see it? Yes, downstairs drop kick. One boot, then the other. Vintage Stevie Saint, and now Shining Wizard.
The big kick to the head. Is he gonna pin him? Look at this. This could be it. No! No one's ever gonna beat Knight like that. It takes a lot. I told you.
Well,
I told you.
I thought that one would have been it, but it was not.
Look at this Canadian whip. Oh, he stopped. Look at this.
And
To
Knight
the
charging,
outside.
and Knight lands on the outside, but he lands on his feet. Knight back on his feet,
He saved himself there. Big slap to the head. Oh!
and Stevie Saint
Look
gets
at
him
this.
right back. Springboard, drop kick, and Knight down and right into the unsafety rails.
That chain link coming into play again. These guys are aware of that chain link even before they come out there, and they're thinking, how can I use that to my advantage? Sometimes they use it, sometimes it just comes into play.
Well, that's certainly dangerous, dangerous territory. The Valley of Death, they call it, in between the ring and the guardrail. And Stevie Saint flying right into it. Reckless abandon there.
Let's see the replay.
As you see Stevie Saint using his own body, crushing Knight right into that guardrail.
And watch his right knee. It hits
Just
the chain
dicing
link
him.
too. Oh!
And Stevie Saint knows what's at stake here. He wants that title.
Look at the slap marks on Stevie Saint's chest. There's a handprint, there's fingerprints all over this guy. Knight just laying a beating on this kid. What's gonna happen here? This is unbelievable.
Both men will be feeling the effects of this match for some time as we see them both struggling. And you really have to take your hat off to both these young competitors, really giving it their all here tonight on Monster Pro Wrestling Madness.
And these fans love this action. I've noticed from week to week, they continually push that chain link in. They're trying to get as close to the action as they can. Sooner or later, somebody's going to pay for it. One of these athletes is going to hit them. A flying cross body, a knee, a foot, anything could come over there. Fans, don't push that railing in. Please, for your own safety. This is Monster Pro Wrestling. We don't pull any punches around here.
Both men crawling back into the ring, both barely able to move, let alone execute moves, but it looks like a series of reversals there.
Oh my God! His head twisted backwards. I think he broke his neck. Even with a broken neck, let's see the replay. Look at his head snap backwards right there.
Man.
Oh my God!
And that should do it. Stevie Saint, cover him, and you're a champion.
That was unreal. That was unheard of. I've never seen anything like that ever.
I think Stevie Saint's choosing to go upstairs. I think we're starting to see the inexperience of Stevie Saint coming into play.
He should have pinned him.
Like that, I would have covered him.
He should have pinned him. He should have pinned him. This could be a mistake. You get a guy like Knight down on a move like that, you got to take advantage of it. Look at this. And he's going to the top. Oh my God, where is he finding the fight? Look at Knight springing to his feet. Oh!
And I don't even think Knight did that on purpose.
He just landed on his martial art right there.
Stevie Saint bisected on the top turnbuckle.
Look at this.
Wait a minute.
Knight returning the
gets
favor.
the arms. And, double arm DDT. Assisted by the rope assisted. And that's got to be it over.
This has got to be it.
One. And there you have it. Knight with a successful title defense. Still the junior heavyweight champion. But boy, oh boy, did Stevie Saint ever give it his all tonight. I don't know, he's really stepped up in my eyes.
Stevie Saint did a great job. This is the closest anybody's
And look at that, Knight is bleeding.
Darren Dalton, you think you could cost Assault and Battery the tag team titles and there'll be no retribution? You think you can bust Massive Damage wide open in the middle of the ring, cause him to lose his tag titles, and there'll be no consequences? At the end of aggression, Massive Damage and a 5-pound steel chair came crashing down on your head, leaving you in a bloody mess, which brings us to today. Massacre. Darren the Bomb Dalton. Massive Damage. First blood match. Dalton, be ready. This is the challenge of a lifetime for you. The dream is over. The nightmare is about to begin, and your blood will flow.
Well, there you hear it from Massive Damage, the heavyweight champ. He's carrying that belt. They made that belt out of 14-karat gold. It used to be 24, but it was a little too soft. People were getting smashed in the head with it, so they wanted to go with something a little harder.
Massive Damage promising us the nightmare has begun for Darren the Bomb Dalton, promising that blood will flow. We're going to find that out tonight. Folks, this is our main event. This is for the Monster Pro Wrestling Heavyweight title. The prize doesn't get any bigger than this. And wait a minute, who's coming out now? It's Heavy Metal, bringing that table out to the ring. Heavy Metal, one of Massive Damage's prize students. He learned everything he knows from Massive Damage. He was trained by Massive Damage. Very loyal, also the king of the triple threat match, and the #1 contender to the Junior Heavyweight Championship. We'll just have to wait and see when he takes that.
Well, you're right. He taught him everything he knows, and it took about 8 minutes.
Massive Damage circling the ring.
He's looking for some autographs.
And
Look at
Darren the
Bomb
Bomb Dalton blindsides him.
He came here to fight. He says, don't forget where you are. This is Monster Pro.
And don't forget, this is a first blood match, which means the first person to bleed loses the match. There's no pinfalls. There's no submissions. There's no countouts. There's only one way to win this match, and that is by breaking open your opponent and letting the crimson flow.
I think Massive is bleeding already. We got a new champ. Ring the bell, ref.
Massive blocks the attack and sends Darren the Bomb Dalton into the ring apron. And I don't see any blood on either man yet.
He's bleeding. He's bleeding. Trust me.
You know, part of being a commentator is telling the truth, Ripper.
And watching the match. You should learn to watch the match. You got to get with the program. Oh, big uppercut.
Darren the Bomb Dalton staggered as Massive Damage laying into them with those big right hands. And now a headbutt by the Massive One, the champion.
These two behemoths going at it out here. That's a lot of weight. That's close to 600 pounds floating around that chain link.
And we know how tough Massive Damage is, but we also can't take anything away from Darren the Bomb Dalton. He won that battle royal. He certainly earned this title shot tonight, and now he's taking full advantage of his opportunity, choking Massive Damage with that chain right by the ring post.
Look at this, the straight shots. It's a first blood match. These guys, there's going to be no count out outside this ring. Anything goes here tonight. Monster Pro Wrestling, I love it.
Absolute slugfest to start things off. Now both men finally getting into the ring, and maybe we'll see some actual wrestling here, but I wouldn't bet the farm on it, folks. First blood match.
I haven't seen a wrestling move yet, and I don't think we're gonna. This is gonna be a brawl. Look at this, Massive is going for one, the first move of the night.
You were saying? Butterfly suplex by the Massive One. That really needs a more aggressive name.
That looks like it hurt. Hurt the back of the Bomb.
Massive Damage following up with a series of right hands.
Back to the straight punches here. Look at this. Turnbuckle.
Yes?
Massive looking around. Get with the program. Oh, and caught a kick to the guts. Oh, and another shot right to the lips. This is just a straight fight. These guys don't like each other.
Back and forth battle here between Massive Damage and Darren the Bomb Dalton.
Darren the dropping the bombs all night. You don't want to know what this guy does in the locker room for a warm-up. Trust me on this one. Fans, you don't want to know.
I will. Darren the Bomb Dalton raining punches on Massive Damage, trying to bust open that eyebrow. And now introducing a garbage can into the ring.
He's going to take the trash out.
I do not foresee this one ending well. Darren the Bomb Dalton's got it, but no! Massive Damage absorbs a glancing blow, but was able to get his foot up and into the midsection of Darren the Bomb Dalton.
He saved himself with that kick.
He did indeed. A nice counter by Massive Damage, although certainly not in the most scientific ones. And neither was that pitching Darren the Bomb Dalton to the floor. But Massive Damage, he uses what brought him to the dance, and what brought him to the dance was speed, aggression, explosiveness, and raw power.
He loves taking it to the outside. He loves to give these fans a close-up. Look at this. Have a drink, Mom. Have a drink. He's trying to cut him open. He's looking for blood. No, he's not bleeding yet.
Massive Damage using that steel can on the forehead of Darren the Bomb Dalton. And Massive, maybe a misstep there. He went for some weapon under the ring. And Darren the Bomb Dalton dropping those axe handles across the back.
Look
and now
at the Bomb returning
Dalton,
the favor.
The Bomb trying to use the edge of that can to cut open Massive Damage. And really, it doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you cut him open.
That aluminum is sharp like a razor blade. That could split you open in a hurry and turn this match around. We'd have a new champ right now.
And we saw a close-up there of Massive's face. He's not bleeding yet, although he looks like he's in a lot of pain.
He went downstairs on that.
Darren the Bomb Dalton, the knee to the lower abdominal region, if you will.
Oh, the very, very lower part of that abdominal, if you will. Look at these fans. They're getting a bird's eye view of this match. They know that these guys don't pull any punches. What's the Bomb got now? Another can?
Darren the Bomb Dalton setting Massive up and hits him again.
He smashed him with that one. Look, ref, the ref's looking close here. He's trying to see if Massive's bleeding. No, says TJ, he's not. What's it going to take to cut this guy open?
This match has certainly got out of hand really, really quickly. This feud between Dalton and Massive Damage. As you see, there you see Darren the Bomb Dalton going into the ring post.
There's no give in that ring. That's stiff. That's going to hurt.
Unless we forget Darren the Bomb Dalton cost Massive Damage and his partner Chi-Chi Cruz the tag team championship already. Tonight, Darren the Bomb Dalton and his allies in the American Patriots. And so
that's what Massive was going for, was a chair.
And so this has quickly become a very, very personal. And now Massive Damage has that chair.
Look at this.
And
the weapons are coming out.
And look at this.
This is perfectly legal here. Oh!
And it's the world's most violent Jedi Knights clashing swords here at Monster Pro Wrestling.
Somebody could lose a finger here.
And Darren the Bomb Dalton deciding to rethink his strategy. I don't think he wants any part of Massive Damage or that steel chair.
Oh, and he went downstairs, kicked him in the leg. Smart thinking by the Bomb.
Darren the Bomb Dalton showing he's not just another pretty face, he's got some brains too, going for the leg of Massive Damage and keeping at it.
Well, he's taking the pins out the wheels. He's going to slow Massive down. He's going to beat on that knee. Now he's going to the head. Look at this. Oh, that's got to hurt. I don't know if it's going to cut you open, but it's going to do some damage. He's going to slow him down. He's setting him up, putting the garbage can in the corner.
Well, it's pretty easy to cut up an unconscious man, and that looks like that's exactly what Darren Dalton's trying to do to Massive Damage. The challenger
Look at this.
whips him towards the corner, and he hits that garbage can hard.
Oh, and he hit the post. He's lucky that garbage can fell out of there. That could have been ugly.
And Dalton trying to follow up, and he did, except he didn't follow up in quite the way he intended as he drove himself, battered himself shoulder first into that ring post. And I don't like the expression on Massive Damage's face right now.
Well, he's not having a good time. He's looking for something here now again.
I think I saw him point to that table. Yeah, he's got it. That table that Heavy Metal brought out earlier. And Massive Damage has decided to invite a new player to the party.
He's taking the table inside the ring. This is legal, folks. Anything goes in a first blood match. Look at this.
Darren the Bomb Dalton hurrying over there to cut off Massive Damage before he gets fully into the ring because he saw what was happening. He didn't want to go through DDT by Darren the Bomb Dalton.
Now he's going through.
Can you spell that, Ripper? I think you can.
I don't know, I'm a little dyslexic, but I'll tell you, his face
wait a
hit the
minute.
mat. I think he should check him and see if he's bleeding right now.
And Darren's got the table now, setting it up.
Look at this.
And but wait a minute, Massive from behind.
Massive back on his feet.
Massive lying in wait. Darren the Bomb Dalton doesn't see him. And
Oh,
spear
my
right
God.
through the table.
I want to see a replay on that. That was crazy.
It certainly was. The spear, Massive Damage's signature move, and just for a little added fun, right through the table as we take that look at it.
The splinters are flying into the crowd. There's pieces of this table everywhere. One of those shards of wood could split you open. There's a lot of sharp objects
Well,
around
we'll
here.
have to see. And wait a minute. Massive Damage hooking the leg. And there's no
pinfalls here, Massive.
There's no pinfalls. Maybe Massive Damage is just out of it. Or maybe he's just saying to Darren the Bomb Dalton, anytime I want, Dalton. I can pin you anytime I want.
I think he could be fighting on instinct here a little bit. Look at the bomb going downstairs again. Brilliant. Brilliant. I love it.
I can't believe Darren the Bomb Dalton is still on his feet after that spear through the table. But he is, and he's still fighting.
Well, the adrenaline is kicking in now, and these guys know why they're here. This is for the Monster Pro Heavyweight title. This is for one of the most prized titles in this sport. Look at this. Turnabout's fair play here. Massive turning it around, getting a second wind.
Most men chasing reps, and wait a minute, the referee's down.
The referee's out cold. This is going to be bad. Anything could happen here, folks.
Massive
at this.
Damage checking on the referee, and Darren the Bolton checking on Massive Damage with that steel chair to the head.
There's no giving that steel chair.
And Darren the Bomb Dalton hurls Massive Damage to the outside and is going right out after him.
Here we go outside again.
Referee down. Folks, anything can happen now. We are in dangerous, dangerous territory.
What's going to happen here next? The Bomb talking some smack. He's telling Massive here. Oh, and Massive with the kick again.
And Dalton
He's
should
lucky
have done
he saved his own skin again.
And Dalton should have done a little less talking and a little more paying attention to his opponent. And now Massive Damage has the garbage can. Massive Damage drives it right under the skull of Darren the Bomb Dalton.
That could have did the damage. We got to get a close-up of the Bomb's face here. One of these cameramen get himself in place. I don't know if the Bomb's bleeding. That was some serious impact. That garbage can is folded in half. There is nothing left of it. And still they're going to use it for a weapon.
I don't know if there's much left of Darren the Bomb Dalton after a shot like that. I don't even think he knows where he is.
Look at Massive is delirious. These guys, the fans, inching that chain link closer
And wait a minute.
closer.
The bomb's busted open. The bomb's busted open. He's bleeding. He's bleeding. Massive Damage is one. Wait a minute. Was that Boris the Bruiser? What's going on here?
That's
Boris
not
the
blood.
Bruiser and Mad Dog McFly are taking Dalton away. They're taking him away from the referee. The referee can't see that Dalton's bleeding. And
No,
Rivers.
that's Massive Damage is bleeding all over the place.
No, Rivers with ketchup. He's spraying Massive
No,
Damage with
that's
ketchup.
blood. He's cut open from that garbage can
He's
shot.
not cut open. He didn't even take a garbage can shot.
Look at it's all over.
Look at Steve Rivers trying to turn the referee around.
He turned it around. The ref seen it. It's all over. Massive
Not
damage.
over.
We got a new heavyweight champion.
We
in
don't
Monster
have a
Pro
new
Wrestling.
champion. That's ridiculous.
This
Look
is
at
unbelievable. I told you Darren the Bomb would win
Darren
this.
the Brown Bolton trying to hide his face from the referee. Now they're trying to convince the referee that the ketchup on Massive Damage's face is really blood. Boris the Bruiser, you see him calling for the bell. You also see blood streaming down the features of Darren the Bomb Dalton.
Massive Damage, a bloody mess.
No, the American Patriots aren't going to get away with this one, are they? They aren't going to win the title like this.
There's a new champ. I love it.
There is not. That's ridiculous.
Tremendous turn of events. Look at the blood all over Massive.
Not even TJ Roy will fall for that one. Wait, Chi-Chi Cruz in the ring now.
Too little, too late. The damage has been done to Massive
Not
Damage.
done. That's ketchup.
That's blood.
Tomato sauce.
He's bleeding for the company.
He's not bleeding.
He lost the belt.
He didn't lose the belt. If you say that one more time, I'm going to hit you in the face.
It's all over. Here's the commissioner. What's he doing
Ow,
out
my
here?
wrist. You got some kind of cement head.
Is there mosquitoes in here?
Folks, I don't know what's going on here. We're just going to have to wait and see what the commissioner has to say. Darren the Bomb Dalton obviously cut open from that garbage can
What's
shot.
the commissioner? Let's hear what he's got to say.
We've got a full-scale brawl breaking out here in the ring.
He was about to announce the Bomb as the new champ.
He was not. The American Patriots now going in on Massive Damage and Chi-Chi Cruz, otherwise known as the tag team of Assault and Battery. Wait, who's in the ring now? Security trying to get in there and break things up.
Get out of here,
That
punk.
didn't work so well.
Where do you think you are?
Come on, we need some help out there. This is ridiculous.
Rivers, what's
Rivers
he
has
up
got
to
the
now?
chain. Chi-Chi Cruz took a nasty spill. I don't know who he landed on there, but I don't think he was able to protect either himself or the security guard. Look at that. How can you tell me that's not bleeding?
That's the blood that came off Massive Damage.
That's
Butt
not
heads
the
and it
blood.
splashed all over Darren the Bomb.
And now Darren the Bomb Dalton with the steel chain. And I think Massive Damage is busted open the hard way now.
We're gonna need a DNA test out here just to find out who really is bleeding. Look at the Bomb. There's your new champ, folks.
He's not the new champ. Quit confusing the folks at home. And here they come. Sin, Johnny Handsome, and the rest of the Monster Pro Wrestling locker room, emptying. Big Jess in there as well, chasing away the American Patriots, who run like cowards. What a surprise.
Well, this ain't over. These two guys, the hate has just begun between these two. As the weeks spill on, every time these guys fight, it gets a little deeper and a little tougher. These guys really don't like each other. We've got a new champion in
We
Monster
don't
Pro
have a
Wrestling.
new champion. You're full of it. We got to wait for the commissioner's official announcement.
Where is the commissioner? I told you, we need a new commissioner. I'm going for that job. Fans, get on the website, vote for the Versace biker. You want to see the greatest commissioner ever? I'm multi-talented, I could do it all. I'm telling you right now,
I want to know what's going to happen here.
massive, a bloody mess. Somebody's bleeding bad. They're all bleeding. Look at that, massive, just a
Massive
mess.
being helped in the back by heavy metal and security.
What's it gonna take here?
The American Patriots still at ringside, drawing away. And I guess Massive Damage taken to the back, kind of stunned.
He is out cold.
I guess we're done for him. And look at the American Patriots celebrating.
Here's the commissioner. They know they got the champ.
They don't have the champ.
They got the title.
No, they're not. Look at them. Commissioner's just announced.
Look at this, all kinds of action. I can hear steel banging around. Darren the Bomb Dalton's absolutely beside him.
I'm tired of it. These guys are all tired of it. And the fans are tired of it. So you three do not have to worry. Me, as the commissioner, I will find a way. I will find a way to settle this feud between you and the men in this ring. Hey, turn around and take a look.
And there you hear it, folks. Massive Damage, the winner of this first blood match. Massive Damage, still the champion, and Massive Damage being helped to the back after that brutal beating.
What a ripoff! This is the most biased referee I've ever seen. This commissioner, he's got to go. This is unbelievable. I've had it with this guy. I want that job.
And look at the face of the American Patriots. They are not happy at all. They're still at ringside whining and crying, but I notice they're not crawling into the ring because they see Sin and Big Jess waiting for them.
Well, Darren the Bomb now, the former champ. He was the champ, and that's all the fans need to know. His first title reign.
He wasn't the champ.
With my taste, you are. I can watch till your life be nominal. Do you hate me? I know all about your disease. You are going to hate me. I'm the side that line you protect, be nominal. Let's break you. It's yourself you declare. This is going to break you. Sick of me now. 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 That you'll do it.